Welcome back to Golf WRX's Winning What's in the Bag, where this week we are taking a look at none other than Scottie Scheffler's bag again from the Tour Championship down in Eastlake, Georgia. Congratulations to him. He capped off an amazing year with a Tour Championship win, FedEx Cup win, huge payday. Just an amazing year for Scottie Scheffler. It seems like all we did was Scottie Scheffler What's in the Bags. But we'll start with his again here. And again, it has not changed. Why would it? If you're playing as well as he has, why would you change anything in that bag? So it is the exact same as we've done before. But we'll start again and we'll go through it. He is a TaylorMade staffer, so a lot of stuff's TaylorMade. We start with the driver, and it is a TaylorMade Qi10. Now, this is the standard model, or the core model, as people have been calling it all this year. But it is a little special that it is called a dot head. So if you look at the loft, it says 8.0 with a little dot above the upper right-hand corner there. You think it's degrees, but if you look at a standard retail one, it does not have that dot. But the dot heads are a little bit lower spinning and a little bit more neutral bias compared to the standard retail heads that we get. So it fits in between the TaylorMade Qi10 LS and the retail Qi10s that's standard. It fits right in between there in terms of spin and launch bias. So a little unique head there. It is an 8-degree marked head with an 8.25 actual measured loft on it. The sleeve on it is set to upright, and upright typically can allow you to maybe turn the ball over, hit a little bit more of a draw when you're in the upright setting. And it is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus Black 7X. So the 7X is the 70-gram weight range, low launch, low spin in the Fujikura Ventus Black. It's tipped 1 inch, playing at 45 inches with a swing weight of D4. Now we move on to his 3-wood, and his 3-wood is the TaylorMade Qi10 3-wood, the standard model, bonded hosel, a little bit larger footprint, slightly more forgiving, a little bit higher launching, a little bit more spin compared to the LS model or the Tour model. It is a 15-degree head that is measured at 14.75 degrees, and it is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus Black 8X. So again, 80-gram range, low launch, low spin, stiff handle, stiff tip, pretty stiff midsection as well. It's tipped 1.5 inches, playing at 42 5/16 cut length. So that is actually where they cut the shaft and then they install the grip. So the grip will add about a 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch, depending on the different grip. And then it is swing weight of D3. Now we move to his irons, and he's got a little bit of a combo set because his top 2 irons are actually utility irons. So the first one is a Srixon ZU85 3-iron replacement. This is a 20-degree head, and it is shafted with a Nippon Modus 3 Ghost Proto 10X. We got to assume that it's probably pretty close to the Ghost you can buy at retail in the Tour X profile, which might be about 112 grams, with a similar launch and shaft profile to the Modus 105 iron shaft. A little bit higher launching. And then in the 4-iron, he's got another Srixon ZU85. This is the number 4-iron replacement that is 23 degrees. It is shafted with a Tour issue Dynamic Gold X100, just like his irons. And these ZU85s were classic, really good utility irons. They were released in 2018, and they're slightly larger, a little bit more offset than the current Z utility that is out now. Then his irons, they are the TaylorMade P7 TWs. These are the blades that were designed with Tiger Woods. They've got the milled sole. They've got a little longer blade length, heel to toe, and a progressive face height. That kind of gives them a really classic and good look that Tiger really loved. But a lot of pros play these, Scottie, Tommy Fleetwood, and a handful of others. It's the irons he's playing are a 5-through pitching wedge set. The 7 irons playing off around 35 degrees, and the pitching wedge is a little bit weak at 47 degrees. These are shafted up with True Temper Dynamic Gold Tour Issue X100s, about 130 grams, lower launching, lower spinning shafts. Been around a long time. They're kind of a staple out on the PGA Tour. Now, his wedges are not, are something a little bit different. They are Titleist Vokey SM8s. So these are 2 generations old. The SM8, he's playing a 50.12 F grind in the gap wedge. So his gap wedge has the full sole, great for full shots, square face shots, gets to the turf easily. And the F grind, the 12 F grind is the higher bounce version of that. They also make an 08 that I guess would be considered standard. But the 12 seems to be catching on a lot of popularity on tour. We see a lot of guys with it in the bag. For the sand wedge, he then is a 56.14F. So again, full sole, great for full shots. The 14 degrees of bounce is quite a lot, but for steeper players or players who play soft conditions, It's a great sole option there. It also, in the trap, offers a lot of float for those fluffy, soft sand conditions that they typically see out on the PGA Tour. His 60-degree or his lob wedge is a Titleist Vokey WedgeWorks 60 T grind. Now, the T grind has a very aggressive heel, toe, and rear trailing edge relief kind of ground into it. It allows the player to really open the face up without that leading edge coming off the ground, so they can get under it, hit really high flop shots, play on those tight, firm lies you see out on the PGA Tour. All three of these wedges are shafted up with True Temper Dynamic Gold S400 Tour issue shafts, so a little bit softer than the X100, about 132 grams. And then for putter, the famous putter that he made the switch with, earlier in the year, one away from the blade that he'd used for so long, and he moved into a mallet. And the putter that has been so famous and won him so much money, as everybody said, is the TaylorMade Spider Tour X. Now, this is an L-neck design that they originally didn't release. It was actually released later on this year. Just a few months ago, they released the L-neck or plumber's neck version, the same one that Scottie has. So it has that kind of plumber's neck that adds a little bit of toe hang from the double bend version that's out, that is face balanced. It's got a Srixon pure roll insert, so it's going to be a little softer. It's got the horizontal pure roll grooves on it, so that puts more forward top spin on the ball, less skidding, less hopping with that insert. Also offers a little bit softer feel. It's got the True Path full line on top, so it's got that big white line with a single sight line on top of it. Very traditional, very similar to what you'd see at retail. His has a loft of 3 degrees, a lie angle of 72 degrees, is playing at 35.5 inches long, and grip-wise, he's using a Golf Pride Pro-only cord, the 88cc model, or Green Star. So this is the largest version of that grip. It's kind of rounded off. It's got an oval back shape and a slightly arched paddle to it. For ball, he is using the traditional Titleist Pro V1. So this is going to be the three-piece ball that offers a little bit more penetrating ball flight, low spin off the driver and long irons, but a ton of spin green side, so you can get those wedges to stop very quickly. And it's a little softer feeling than the Pro V1X. Now, the grips on all his clubs are Golf Pride Tour Velvet ribs. I know on the driver he's got 6 wraps of double-sided tape, but I'm not sure if that carries over through every single club in the bag. So that is Scottie Scheffler's winning What's in the Bag from Eastlake, from the Tour Championship. Congratulations to him on just an absolutely amazing year. Hopefully we'll see some magic again in 2025 from him, and hopefully we'll see some new clubs. So that is his What's in the Bag. Check back next week. We'll do some more What's in the Bags with the tournaments kind of coming up throughout the year.